Say Samuel working really. Final third. Simple one for Birmingham City. A win here at Loftus Road would ensure these two meet again in the Championship next season. Anything else, and it could be an extremely anxious final day home game against promotion hopefuls Fulham. Neither side in great form though. Both teams have won just one of their last four. Good start by Rangers. Bright opening for them. Birmingham unable to really do too much damage so far. They've barely had any openings in their own final third. Good interplay on the edge of the area here. Promising for Rangers, and that was unfortunate. Almost blocked by his own man there. Curling effort. And Stockdale with a rather routine save to keep the scores at 0-0. Ian Holloway, demonstrative self once again, clearly demanding everything from his players, even in the closing stages of this season. Magoma was dispossessed there. He was looking for the foul, but nothing doing from the referee. Rangers certainly not standing on ceremony and certainly getting on with the game. And the referee here has a decision to make. Morrison leading the protests. Free kick then for Rangers. Well, that's not one that they've worked on all week in the training ground, and Stockdale, I think, grateful to make a fairly comfortable save in the end. It was a real hash of a free kick. They seem to be on a different wavelength, the three players over the ball. The Rangers again profiting with Manning down this left-hand side. Manning has continued his run as well, but Birmingham at 6s and 7s here. And you just feel the opening goal for Rangers is a matter of time. They've been knocking on the door. Ian Holloway frustrated that they don't have anything to show for their efforts so far. Birmingham, though, looking to respond here. This is Magoma, and still working really hard over on that left-hand side, but Magoma loses out eventually. First real examination for Rangers here, and Birmingham threatening with Jutkiewicz. Curling effort is high and wide, and no concern for Lumley in the Rangers goal. Well, it's a good game, no goals so far. Adams, well, that should be a free kick surely. No, play goes on. Referee happy to try and play some form of advantage here. This is Jota. Magoma's in space on that left-hand side. Here he is. Magoma. And still. And there's the pullback, and there's the goal. Che Adams with it. 27 minutes played, and you have to say it's against the run of play, but Birmingham won't care one iota about that, because they've profited there from some really good play on that left-hand side by Jacques Magoma. Little step over, excellent pullback, and Adams firing home from close range. Well, Queen's Park Rangers, you have to say, had been on the front foot prior to that goal. Can they muster a response before half-time? Well, they might profit here. They're certainly playing a very expansive game, Rangers, today. That's a really good pullback as well, and surely the equaliser, and it's turned in by Brights, Osei, Samuel, Cher and Freeman involved in the build-up, and Samuel eventually bringing it down and slamming home the equaliser. Birmingham's joy short-lived. Their lead lasted barely 2 minutes. Suspicions of handball as well, but it didn't really matter. Rangers just fancy their chances of turning this one around before half-time. Birmingham conceding another free kick again. Frustration for Morrison here. Plenty to aim for here as well. Cher is lurking with attempt, so too is Silla as well. It's half cleared by the Birmingham defence, and it's a really good save by Stockdale. Osei Samuel denied a second here. Rangers looking to carry on where they left off at the end of the first half, at the start of the second. Osei Samuel working really hard. He's got to the byline. He's done really well here. Great footwork once again from Osei Samuel, and he's won a corner, and he's working really hard here. Corner for Rangers. Freeman to take. Left-footed in swinger. Close range header. Great save again by Stockdale. Panic stations back there, and Birmingham clear their lines. Only as far as Freeman once again. Might get the second opportunity here. And once again, Stockdale is right behind that one. Well, the Birmingham goalkeeper certainly earning his keep today. Birmingham just really need to settle this one down. They've been rocking by and large in this second half. Jutkiewicz has given the ball away. Danger once again here for the Birmingham backline. But Birmingham just unable to keep possession for any sustained amount of time here. Rangers play with a great deal of confidence and a great deal of attacking intent as well. And once more, Stockdale makes the save. Harding with the clearance. It will be a Rangers throw. Freeman this time. Morrison. Long ball forward initially comes to nothing. This is Davis. Danger here for Rangers, far post, and last-ditch defending, and it had to be as well to deny Jutkiewicz, who was lurking at the far post. Birmingham corner. There's the flick on, any sort of touch will do, but it's wide. And a problem. Potentially there for the Birmingham player. Rangers with Scowen. There's space out wide here. Having to play a very patient game here. This is more like it. It's Freeman again. And there's Chair! And Rangers have turned it around here. No surprise that it was Freeman who was central to it. Terrific play down this left flank. Pinpoint cross, and Chair's effort did take a slight deflection, but he'll be celebrating that one. Can Birmingham summon any sort of response here? They might well do. Plenty of hoop shirts back there. Brilliant strike. Lumley with the save. Still one or two signs that Birmingham might snatch something from this. Rangers, though, in the ascendancy here, and still playing with a great deal of attacking intent. Claims for a penalty here. Nothing doing for the referee. He had a good look at that one. Birmingham surviving those appeals and maybe responding at the other end of the field with a counter-attack that might just get them back on terms here. Once again, it peters out into a fairly comfortable save for Lumley. Jota, the man denied. Had options there, Jota. Lumley with the free kick, deep in his own half. There's a lovely flick on, and there's a chance here. Surely the third goal. Surely the third goal. Birmingham just about doing enough, getting bodies in the way. Mackie. Can't believe it. Gary Monk cutting a very agitated figure, their fourth manager of the season. Is he the man to keep Birmingham City in the Championship? Third goal here for Rangers surely would spell the end, and it's in off the post, and it's Matt Smith who's got the third goal here in stoppage time. Points in the bag here for Queen's Park Rangers. Birmingham City, no way back now surely for them, and you have to say Queen's Park Rangers fully deserve that. Eberechi easy with the flick on, Matt Smith bringing that one down, and with the left foot stroking it in off the post. And Birmingham City suffer another defeat on the road. It means their agony goes on. Safety and the securing of their championship status will go into the final day. Queen's Park Rangers winners by 3-1.
All right, this is it. Game on.
He sits and counts it all. If they would count the death toll.
Welcome to Monday night's Tilton Talk show, sponsored by Image Cleaning. There is nothing left to do, nothing else at all, apart from get 1 point from the remaining game. We'll hope that others slip up along the way. St Andrews is all but sold out. A sellout with the GM Upper opened. Tell me when the last time that happened. Please, please, Blues, don't disappoint. Please let us finish this awful season on a high. Nothing from QPR the weekend, so it's all down to Sunday's 12:30 kick-off. And of course, us fans, we will do our bit, and I know we will, because we are passionate about our club. We love our club, and we've proven time over time with our away support and recently our own support that we desperately do not want our clubs to slide into the third tier of English football. Sunday saw Mr Fun take his £100 penalty against Ann-Katrin Berger. He blasted it, and it almost broke the crossbar, and then comfortably slid hers into the corner and left him rooted to the spot. So special thanks to Blues ladies for allowing that to happen, and of course Mr Fun himself. No more time for me to rattle on. Let's get this show on the road. As always, sit back, strap yourselves in, and get ready for a ride as we say goodbye to the 2017-2018 football season this week.
We're so happy, following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy, following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say?
What a day Sunday's going to be. Are you hoovering in the background?
It's controversial.
What a massive, massive day Sunday is going to be.
It is going to be the biggest anticlimax.
Look at this.
There'll be no reason for goosebumps
I've got
whatsoever.
Chris, I've had them all day.
It's silly. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting all your concerns.
Can't eat.
Absolutely, eat something.
I've eaten nothing. I've eaten nothing all day. I've eaten nothing all day. Nothing at all. I can't eat. It's going to be like this all week. I told Sharon the other night. I said, like, expect this until Sunday, and then expect me to come home either in a really good mood or a really bad one.
I just can't see it.
Okay, the scenario is we need a point.
We do need a point.
We need 1 point to not be mathematically safe, but with a 12-goal difference, they're not going to overcome that.
We'll be safe with a point.
It's just really what Cardiff are doing on the day, I suppose, isn't it?
I mean, Cardiff's result impacts whether we can get a point or not.
Do you know what I think is a brilliant idea? Sorry. If us Blues fans all start singing, who Cardiff playing?
Reading.
Yeah, Reading. Cardiff 1, Reading, even if it's not. And then Cardiff 2, Reading 0, hallelujah, even if it's not.
Oh, you mean
and
like,
then just
I think,
psychological?
Yes,
I think,
let their players know that they're not going up automatically.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think mobile phone technology has reached London.
That's correct.
So the Fulham fans and the coaching staff will probably know that we're having them on. But it's a good idea. Well, we can try it.
Yeah, because they might confuse them.
Yeah.
Go, what's going on?
And then we're in.
Yeah.
Now listen, Fulham will come here. Fulham will come to us. They know they have to win.
All guns blazing.
They know they have to win. However, you're right in a sense, and we said this on yesterday, didn't we? If the news comes through, and it will come through, the news will come through from the Derby game, the Preston game, the Bolton game, and the Cardiff game. If it comes through that Cardiff are 3-0 up after 10 minutes, Fulham's heads drop. They do. It's they're bringing nearly 3,500 fans with them. And that's unusual. They're coming for a promotion party. They're hoping somehow a Reading side that have just lost 4-0 at home to Ipswich will get something at Cardiff. I mean, I can't see it. It's. I think that's the biggest certainty of the weekend, that Cardiff will go up automatically, because they'll. I'll be very surprised if they don't absolutely wipe the floor with Reading. But Fulham are coming on the off chance that they do slip up. Cardiff do slip up, and they know that a win sees them promoted if that happens. However, if Cardiff are 3-0 up after 10 minutes, if it's 1-1, with 20 minutes to play at Blues, are Fulham going to be going hell for leather to get that winner, knowing that Cardiff are 3-4-0 up against Reading?
Right.
Or are they going to say it weren't to be? We've got playoffs. We're not going to exert ourselves in these last 20 minutes. A draw suits the both of us. Play it like that. I was meant to look it up today. That World Cup game, which was tarnished. Where was it? East Germany and someone, and they played the last half hour, and they were just kicking it about because a point did them both fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
we could do that for the last 20 minutes. If it's 1-1, if we're drawing with Fulham with 20 minutes to go and Cardiff are home and hosed, I can't see Fulham exerting themselves to get a winner, knowing that they've got the playoffs to come.
Let's just leave one up front, and I said, don't leave anybody up front.
Yeah, if it's 1-1, defend that goal with your life.
Just all stand on the line. Yeah.
You know, but it's what makes it an absolutely brilliant league. And as much as I'm sick to death of going down to the last day, it makes it so interesting, doesn't it? And it makes it such a massive day, that last day now, where five teams are going to. 2 out of 5 are going down.
Yeah.
The one automatic promotion spot is still available. The one playoff spot is still available. And they're all playing each other. It's incredible how that's worked out, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
Andrew Whitehead says, I'm afraid the reality is they are a far better side than us. I hate to say it, but we will be relying... Excuse me, that's just disappeared. Relying on others to stay up. Can't even see a point if we can't beat Queen's Park Rangers.
But our home form recently has been really good.
Yeah.
And we went 1-0 down at home to a Sheffield United side that knew a win against us would give them a really good shout of playoffs. And we came back and won with a massive bumper crowd behind us.
And even Will said, even Fulham a due defeat.
23 unbeaten. They're going to have to go up. If they're going to go the rest of the season unbeaten, they're going up. So, it'd be no disgrace to lose to them if we do end up losing to them. But honestly, like I said, if we can somehow keep it tight against them, I think they will come out all guns blazing and try and get 1 or 2-0 up very quickly to put the pressure on Cardiff. But if we can keep it tight, and if it's 1-1 with 20-25 minutes to go, and Cardiff have won, they're done, 3-0, 4-0, whatever, I can see the game petering out to 1-1, and that'll do us absolutely fine.
Danny McDermott says, we have beaten Cardiff at home, we can beat Fulham.
We can beat Fulham, and
if they have the heart and pride to do so.
Look at the weekend. It's the league where anybody can beat anybody. It is. It's unbelievably unlikely based on Fulham's record. That's all everybody's looking at. 23 unbeaten. They've come from absolutely nowhere to being with a shout of automatic promotion on the last day. The run they've been on since Christmas has been absolutely sensational. And they're flying high, and they must be going out onto the pitch thinking, well, we're not gonna lose, are we? They must have that feeling. But last weekend they were at home to. Sorry, this weekend just gone. They were at home to Sunderland on Friday night. They went 1-0 down.
Yeah.
And it was 1-1 with about 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're beatable.
They had to go and win that. If Cardiff are 3-0 up, are they going to go and exert themselves to win that game against us?
Dennis says, Ndoye will score the winner, unlike Fun Chops yesterday. We'll come to that one in a minute. Pete Taylor says, cheers for the prizes, Mrs. Brown. My lad hasn't stopped wearing them yet.
Oh, good
so
stuff,
good, that's good. Good news, great news. Right, we'll have a look at your analysis for the weekend very shortly as well. And Kyle Colclough is saying there's 1 seat left in the GM upper.
Somebody get it quick.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Can't be seeing it.
Seeing empty chairs, can we?
Yeah.
Some Billy No mates. Get it? Go on.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be so noisy. That first keep right on.
It will, yeah.
That first keep right on Sunday is going to be one for you, certainly for you younger listeners, right, to savour and take it on board, because that's what St Andrews can be like. And for those of you who have not been fortunate enough to see it, certainly over the last 7 or 8 years, just breathe in that moment, because it's going to be absolutely unbelievable.
Yep.
Dave Richards, Sunderland were very unlucky against Fulham and should have... do you know what? I thought Sunderland were quite unlucky against Fulham as well. The bits that I could watch, working in the pub, so the bits that I could watch.
Listen, the odds are against us, and it's going to be really, really tough. Because, like I said, since Christmas, Fulham's run has been absolutely magnificent. And they're playing with such confidence that, like I said, I honestly think they go onto the pitch knowing that they can't lose, but we don't have to beat them. That's the key.
No, we don't.
Let's keep it as tight as we can.
Yeah,
we don't have to beat them. A point will keep us in this division.
And a little reminder, thanks Tommy, I was going to come to this a bit later on, but it's the Birmingham 10k on Sunday marathon. Loads and loads of road closures, so whatever you do, leave early. I'm leaving at 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning. I'm not putting it to chance. My eldest son was going, what do you leave that early for? I want to leave that early because A, I want to get there. B, I want to take it all in. C, I want to see my sister at the back, and hopefully have a quick beer with her. And D, with the road closures that are going on, I don't know what the situation on the road is going to be like. So 8:30 it is for me. Gregory says, evening from Porthcawl. We have to rely on others if we stay up. Most should lose their jobs and get sold on if we have any offers, that is. If we go down, we're stuck with the rubbish we have had to watch all season. Some of it's not been rubbish though, has it? Some of it's been very unlucky.
We could go back to last week's show after we just turned over Sheffield United and give ourselves this chance of staying up. Nobody was saying we need to sell the rubbish.
No.
Then, do you know what I mean? We started okay against QPR. We took the lead. We conceded ridiculously soon after, which gets QPR's tails up.
Yeah,
it gets their fans' tails up. And I mean, I watched it on a stream, and to be fair, at 1-1, we have 2 or 3. They have chances as well, but we have 2 or 3 really good chances again. And if it goes 2-1 Blues, we might, football's a funny game, and you can't say for certain, but you just never know. I couldn't see us losing that if we went 2-1 up in that second half. Do you know what I mean? But we couldn't get that goal. We conceded a pretty sloppy goal for their second goal, and from that moment on we're chasing the game, and they get one late on. So
James Ryan, Derby and Preston have to win to try and secure a playoff place. Cardiff will beat Reading in order to secure second place, so I think we will scrape through on other teams losing. I agree with Mr. Fun. News coming through that Reading are winning will take control of the game.
Yeah.
And Kevin, I'm sure Kev knew what I meant by a 10-kilometre marathon.
Oh, okay, yeah. 10k run.
10k run, do beg your pardon.
Yeah. But you're asking the team in 6th and 7th, who are both going for playoffs, you're asking both of those to lose at home to teams.
No.
What are the the footballing gods must be absolutely throwing stuff at us if we go down. Do you know what I mean? What we'll have done to upset him, I'll never know. But the likelihood that both of those are going to lose at home. I mean, even the Bolton one, I'm sort of in my own head, I'm giving Bolton a win against Forest on their last day. They're at home to Nottingham Forest, who have got nothing to play for. They've picked up 1 point in the last 7 games. They've got to turn that round mentally. That their confidence, compare it to Fulham's. Their confidence must be on the floor, and they've got to turn that round this week enough to beat Nottingham Forest at home, who have picked up 4 points in the last 6. They might not have anything to play for, but Aitor Karanka's their manager. He's a passionate bloke. He ain't going to want to throw the towel in. He's not going to go there and just say, yeah, go on, Bolton, you need it more than us, you can have it. He's going to have his team ready. He's going to have his team prepared. He's defensively solid, and he'll want to know which players he can have for next season. So that's not going to be a really easy game for Bolton. Even though in my head I'm saying, when it comes to it, last game of the season, you need to win to stay up, to give yourself a chance of staying up. I think they can win it, but they've got to turn around 1 point in their last 7 games.
Excuse me. Sam Herbert says, lads, could I have a special mention for the morons within our fan base that have bet on us to go down at 14-1. There you go.
Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah.
To go down?
Trip to America. I'm going to America in the summer. If we go down, I'm benefiting from that.
God blimey.
That's the way I see it. If we go down, I'll be absolutely devastated. Well, I'll have money to spend when I go to America.
Chris and Nick from Kev Kelly, do you think Gary Monk maybe set out for the draw against Queen's Park Rangers and it backfired?
I don't. I was looking at the fixtures today. Under Monk, we've played 5 away games. We've lost 4 of them. The one we won at Bolton, but we've lost 4 of them. 2 of them 3-1 away at Bristol City, and Saturday, and we conceded 3 at Cardiff as well. Now, I know a lot of people say, they're happy that he's gone 4-4-2, and we look like we can score goals, and we look a little bit more threatening going forward. But actually, away from home, when you've got 2 in the middle, I mean, obviously Ndoye was there as well, so you basically got 1 1/4 players in the middle.
I thought his passing was excellent on Saturday, to be honest with you.
But away from home, you're struggling. Away from home, you tend not to have a lot of the ball, and when you haven't got a lot of the ball, and you haven't got that strength in the midfield, which we have, and I think it's showing because we're conceding goals away from home.
Michael Mahoy says his son is 16 years old on Sunday. Best present for him is to get to the game and get a win. Many happy returns to you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Great call here from this is going so fast tonight I can't keep up. I'll keep having to scroll back. I'll come to it in a minute. It was Wendy something, I think. She said the Villa goal was quite massive for us because it kept both Derby and Preston in the loop for Saturday.
Yeah, I suppose if you think about it like that, yeah. It gives Preston a chance of get. But if you're looking at it, like we said about the Cardiff-Fulham situation, so if Cardiff are 3-0 up, Fulham's heads might drop. Likewise, if Derby are 3-0 up against Barnsley, that's good for us for Barnsley. But actually, if Preston are drawing with Burton and that they know that their playoff chance has gone, maybe their heads drop and that gives a chance to Burton. So, but like I said earlier at the start, that's how this season has panned out into the last day, with all of these teams playing each other with things to play for.
It is incredible.
The different scenarios are incredible, and every goal that goes in impacts everybody else's games.
Going back to your gambling, Robert Doyle, Judas Fun.
I've absolutely no shame.
Wayne Merrick, shameful.
No,
David
zero
Curry,
shame.
We're in America, I'm going too. Shane Kuzik says you have no soul, Chris.
No, absolutely.
My view on betting,
my soul went a long
Mark
time
Yates,
ago.
my view on betting to go down is that I want compensation for my misery.
Well, exactly, yeah, that's it, isn't it?
James Smith, blimey, I would never back against Blues.
If you put 100 quid on us going down, you've got a grand and a half coming back.
Sam says,
you're devastated, but you're 1,400 up.
Sam says he's got some old clothes that may fit you if you're interested.
Oh, I'm alright, thank you, yeah. I'm not that desperate.
Dear me. Oh dear. Choking.
Is Harley Dean back this?
Mr.
Holly
Fun,
Dean's back available.
Mr. Fun, you actually bet on the club you love getting relegated? ?
Yeah.
Fulham are having a live screening on Sunday's game. Oh, I didn't know that one. Thank you for that, Dave Twine. Thank you for that one.
Well, they'll be able to get their clappers out.
And quite a few people are saying that Ndoye is going to get the winner, and
I'm sure lots of people are saying that.
Spoil your season completely.
I don't think him getting the winner would spoil my season. Absolutely not.
He scores a goal and he lifts his t-shirt up and he's got a picture of you on it.
He can do whatever he wants. If he gets the goal that keeps us up, he can do whatever he wants. More than worthy of that 40 grand a week.
Oh, definitely.
Dear. What about the money he loses when we stay up? How much have you put on it?
100 quid.
How much have you put on it?
100 quid.
You've put £100 on Blues.
Yeah.
So 1,400 and you £100 back.
Well, no. So we're 13-1 to go down.
That was
so
14 earlier.
Well, I put 100 quid on.
Right.
If we go down, I get 1,400 quid. If we stay up, I've basically paid £100 to ensure our safety. Is the way I see it. Would I pay £100 to see us stay in the division? Yes, I would. Therefore, I've paid my
I see where you're coming
£100.
from, yeah.
If we stay up, I'm happy. If we go down, I'm devastated, but I'm 1,400 quid richer. It's very
It's a good job I don't
honestly,
gamble.
it's very, very simple.
It's a good gamble. I couldn't do it.
Couldn't be any
I
simpler.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Excuse me. Right, lovely. So all you got to do is share this live stream on your personal Facebook page to be in with a chance for the prize. Next, won't be next week. It'll be the week after next if we are doing an end of season one, are we? Yeah. As Chris is on holiday next week, so there'll be no show next week.
Well,
Unless-
I'll have to do something.
Yeah.
If you want to do something on the
I'll
Monday, I
have
was
to
going
do
to say, do you
something.
want to do a little special or something?
Yeah, I'll have to.
yeah.
like you did at Wastel's, yeah?
Yeah,
Do one of them.
We need to get the
You'll either
momentum
be
going, I
be
think.
crowing over your 1,400 quid,
Yeah.
or well pleased.
Yeah. Drying my eyes with tetanus.
Oh golly. Yes, just
I can't believe more people aren't doing it.
well, Shane says it's the most he's seen you smile talking about this.
It makes so much sense.
Alex Russell, I do exactly the same thing as Mr. Fun. Mr. Fun's logic. Mr. Fun's logic makes him simple.
Well, that's fun. I'm happy being simple. I've been called a lot worse.
Oh dear, mate, I love it. Yeah. If we stay up and you win 1,400 quid, then I think you should give 400 to charity from Jez. Chris Pugh, that's destroyed your pedigree betting on misery, shameful. But if the manner of it's the manner of the modern supporter. Yes, Stephen, you like myself, Stephen Gill. You don't gamble, I don't gamble.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Obviously, listen, I want to lose £100.
Yeah, I'm Mark Yates. I've put 50 quid on the Villa to win the FA Cup for the same reason.
Yeah. I want to lose
I see
£100.
I see the mathematical.
I want the gambling company that I gamble with,
Yeah.
as we're not allowed to
take your money.
say, I want them to keep that £100. Have it. Have that £100. You keep it. You do whatever you want with it, because it means we're staying in the Championship. However, if the unlikely thing happens and we go down, at least I'm benefiting something from it. I'm not just sitting there in the Gil Merrick Upper, absolutely gobsmacked that we're playing Accrington Stanley next season. I'll be able to afford for my Accrington Stanley ticket next season.
And your season ticket. Right, James Brown, £100 in your hand to bet on the playoff winner. Who do you pick? He honestly thinks that Derby.
Winner?
He just has a feeling.
Do you know,
Derby need to win.
listen,
don't they?
if Fulham... If it goes as we think and Cardiff beat Reading, then Fulham are going to be big favourites for the playoffs. But say they beat us and Cardiff win, Fulham will have gone 24 games unbeaten this season and not gone up. Not gone up automatically. That's a big blow. I've got a funny feeling for Middlesbrough.
Really?
I've got a sneaky feeling Middlesbrough will be the ones out of the teams, if it's as it is now, Fulham, Villa, Middlesbrough,
We still don't
Derby.
know, do we? It's like
Yeah, exactly. But if it's Fulham, Villa, Middlesbrough, Derby, the one I wouldn't want to face is Middlesbrough.
Kevin Damon, when the fun stops, when Mr. Fun stops, stop.
Stop it. That's true. Yeah,
Love it.
good
Very
advice. That. Yeah.
Like that one. Again, Robert Doyle, who did Fulham play in the playoffs? It's all dependent on Saturday.
Listen, Fulham or Cardiff will finish third, so they will play whoever finishes sixth. So they'll play Derby or Preston, and then it looks like it'll be Villa, Middlesbrough. But yeah, it's a lottery, isn't it? The playoffs. It's horrible to go through unless you win it, and it's the best way to go up, isn't it?
And it's the worst way not to go up.
It's the best way to go up, but it's so soul destroying losing in the playoffs. 3 teams are going to have to feel that.
Joshua Clifton says Borough dark horses. Ray says Borough for me too.
Yeah, I just think Pulis in charge knows how to. Game management has been excellent over the last few games.
I'm sorry if I said Saturday. It's Sunday. Sunday's the game is on Sunday. So thanks, Carl.
Yeah.
Steve Gill, how much do you think tickets will cost in League One? I'm not even going there yet. I'm not going there.
I bet they won't.
That's all right
I bet the
with you.
season ticket prices won't go down if we go
No,
down.
probably not. No. Dave Twine says, should we have a bet on the refs Sunday? We've had a right lockdown stands this season. You're absolutely right there. Again, Carl
And
Thomas.
that's what you don't want.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want to end up losing 1-0 to Fulham for a dodgy penalty and we go down because you'll be feeling even worse then.
Yeah. Carl Thomas, Villa equalising on Saturday could be huge as Derby would have been in the playoffs already. You're absolutely right.
And again, that's what's made this Sunday so interesting now.
Yeah.
You know, all the games have somehow panned themselves out. Cardiff going for automatic against a team who aren't safe. Fulham going for automatic against a team who aren't safe. Derby and Preston going for playoffs against teams that aren't safe. It's incredible how it's worked.
Paul
out.
Hipkiss says, would you put a Villa shirt on for £1,400?
No,
Not for £1,400 in your hand?
No.
You wouldn't put a Villa
I
shirt
would
on?
not. Nope.
Anybody good at photoshopping?
I would not do that.
Yeah. Robert Doyle says, be ironic. If that goal Villa got on Saturday forces Villa versus Derby, Rowett forced to play his best squad playoff and Derby knocked Villa out.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just?
I think Gary Rowett's the opinion of Blues fans towards Gary Rowett might go up a little bit if he ends up beating Villa in the playoff final. Yeah.
Mick Griffin, you might want to consider this one. If you place a bet on Fulham, Burton and Barnsley all to win, all of which must happen for Blues to go down, as a roll-up you can get odds of nearly 50 to 1.
But who is that? Sorry,
I'm not saying.
It's it could be a combination of things, though, couldn't it? So it could be Bolton and Burton that win. It could be Bolton and Barnsley that win. But yeah. But at the end of the day, like I said, my feeling towards it is that we won't go down. I honestly, I don't think we will go down. You know, you're asking Burton to have been poor all season. You're asking them to win their last 4 games to stay up.
They've won 3 now, haven't they?
They've won 3 in a row for the first time in the Championship. They've got to go again. They've got to go again away to Preston, who are going for playoffs, and win. And Barnsley, strong at home but awful away from home. They've got to go to Derby, who know that a win will get them in the playoffs, and they've got to win. They can't draw. They've got to beat them.
Yep.
And again,
Stranger things have happened.
but there's so many permutations
old
again
game,
because
and lots of
Bolton.
cliches.
You look at the Bolton game. If Bolton don't beat Nottingham Forest, a point will be enough for Barnsley. I think I'm right in saying Barnsley are the ones out of the drop zone at the moment, aren't they? I think it's Bolton and Burton who are in the drop zone at the moment.
Yeah.
So say Nottingham Forest are winning at Bolton, and Burton aren't beating Preston.
Right.
Barnsley and Burton don't have to win.
What we've got then is Sunderland, obviously 34. Gone.
Yeah.
Bolton Wanderers, 40 points.
Yes. So
minus
Bolton,
36.
Bolton have to win to get near us.
Minus 36.
Yeah.
They've either got to win by 4 or we lose by 2 and they win by 2. Yeah.
But they know they have to win. A point for Bolton will not get them near us.
Right. Burton Albion 41.
Yeah.
Minus 42
Same.
goals.
Same situation. They have to beat Preston to go above us.
Barnsley 41 minus 21.
And they have to beat Derby to go above us.
Blues 43 minus 32.
Yeah.
And Reading
are
43
lucky.
minus 22.
Reading are so lucky that I think
They could still drop.
I think 3 weeks ago they beat Preston at home.
Yeah.
Now you look at Preston now. You look at that. How on earth Reading beat Preston at home? I'll never know.
Preston
But
seventh.
they are so lucky that they did now.
Preston 7th with 70 points.
They'd be above Derby if they'd have won at Reading. Reading are so fortunate that they beat Preston at home because they would be the one that I would be convinced that they were gone.
Millwall surprised me dropping off.
Not really. They've had a tougher end to the season. lost at home to Fulham, and then had to go up to Middlesbrough. They're the 2 games that have killed them.
Yeah.
They've had a fantastic 2018 again, a bit like Fulham since Christmas. They've had a brilliant run. Just couldn't maintain it. Lost to Fulham, and obviously the result of the weekend away at Middlesbrough has killed their chances.
It's going to be an interesting old day, isn't it? With a phone glued to your
Honestly,
ear and...
whatever you do, charge your phones the night before and don't use them, because you are going to need them on Sunday at 12:30. Everybody is going to be on their phone looking at the results, waiting for results to come through. And there's so many that impact us.
God.
Yeah, and
Which is madness.
as Nick Pointer said a few minutes ago, we could lose and still stay up with a number of permutations. It's more likely to stay up than down. Let's not panic.
And that's why, that is why we are 13 to 1 to go down.
I don't think I'm panicking. What I am is just incredibly nervous.
Yeah, listen, I'm okay at the moment. Come noon on Sunday, and that ground starts to fill up, I'll start to get really nervous as well.
Have you got the spreadsheet, Mrs. Brown, please? Thank you. Gregory wants an update, so let's run through that for you very quickly.
Well, this weekend didn't go very well.
Yes.
Well, no. There we go, sir.
Yeah. So I had Bolton beating Burton, which, thinking about it now, would have been ideal. I would have preferred that result, but I had us beating QPR. Obviously, that didn't pan out. I had Barnsley losing to Brentford, that didn't pan out, and I had Reading beating Ipswich, and that didn't pan out. So last weekend was,
That's a championship, though, isn't it? Yeah.
You thought when Barnsley lost at 3-0 against Nottingham Forest in their game in hand, you thought that was them dead and buried, and then they go and turn Brentford over at home. But you're asking them to go, like I said, last day of the season, Derby know that a win secures them playoffs. You're asking Barnsley to go there and beat them, not get a point, beat them. That's...
Ray's asking if you're seated near us on Sunday. You're up in the GM.
I am Gilmerick up.
Me too. What block are you in?
4?
6. Block 6.
I think I'm towards the middle.
Kevin Damon doesn't have a phone, but he'll follow live results on the video printer.
Yeah, well, yeah. But that's what everybody will be doing. Everybody, people will be telling everybody, won't they? Listen, if they hear it on the radio or it comes through on their phone, everybody will be telling everybody the results.
Absolutely.
So.
It will soon fly around.
Yeah.
Nick Pointer's broken his Facebook ban to come and watch the show tonight. He's been listening on the wireless for weeks, but I'm back ahead of the last
Top
day.
man, Nick.
It's going to be nuts on Sunday. You're dead right it is, mate. You're dead right it is.
Adrian Harris says, so why are we listening to you then, Mr. Fun? You shouldn't listen to me. Absolutely, the worst thing you could do is listen to me about predictions or results or anything.
Well, but we do.
Yeah.
But we do. Okay, we've been doing a new thing the last couple of weeks. It's called 3-word reviews. And Mrs. Brown, I take it that you are ready?
There's quite a lot, so I'll just run off a few.
Run off a few.
In fact, there is a load. Okay, how we roll. Annual nail biter. More tickets released. Not the best. Mr. Fun missed. Missed by miles.
Not true.
No, not true.
Onwards and upwards. Really bad weekend. Hit the bar.
Yeah.
He's got bounceability. I don't know what these are referenced to.
I hit the bar Sunday night as well.
I
One
felt
more
like
point.
hitting the bar.
Last day again. I can't read that one. I can't read that one, and I can't read that one. And there you go. And keep right on.
And keep
And
right
loads
on.
more.
Keep right on.
Keep them coming.
Right. Super 6. Shall we just ignore that? Because I only got 2 points again.
Forgot again.
You forgot, did you?
I'm languishing now in the third tier.
He was in the top 10.
Yes.
Have you seen who's in the top 10?
Ray's come back in, hasn't he?
You have a look how else has come back in and all.
Who?
I'm not telling you. You have a look in a minute.
I'm
Have a
scared
in a
to
minute.
look.
Your
Ninth, I
sister.
think. Ninth, I think. No, she's well below me. Well below me at the minute. Sunday. No. Sunday.
This Sunday?
Last Sunday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Oh,
Great to
right.
meet you
All
down
my
at Solihull
troubles
Moors.
seem
No.
so far
Well,
away.
What an absolutely cracking result and what a cracking performance by the ladies as well. That was solid. That was absolutely solid performance.
I can't lavish enough praise on them. For Arsenal, I think they were 7 unbeaten going into it. They'd beat Liverpool comfortably in the week. They're in the FA Cup final this weekend, playing with a lot of confidence, and they come to us and they did not get a kick. We were brilliant from start to finish.
Even missed a penalty.
Yeah. Unfortunately, missed a penalty, so it could have been more. Their keeper's made a couple of good saves as well. And honestly, I'm struggling to think of a top draw save Anne's made. I'm struggling to think of a time that they've cut us open and got in behind us. We were absolutely magnificent. 1-11, defending from the front. We pressed them high. They've got two of the best central midfielders in the world in Jordan Nobbs and Kim Little, and you didn't even notice they were playing.
Not at all.
Which is testament to Hayley Ladd and Marissa Evers in midfield, but also just every one of them. 1-11, the front four, they defended really well. They got out wide, they pushed in when they needed to, and every time we got the ball, we looked like we could get in behind them and cause some problems.
Certainly did. And 3-0. That was a very respectable score against Arsenal.
And again,
watched the game on the Women's Football Show last night.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't show the highlight of the day. No, I did ask him to, but he didn't film it. I'm sorry for my shaky hands, but I could only film it at the front end of my phone, so I was trying to look over the screen to see where I was looking at. But we do have a fan's eye view of it as well, and I'll upload that later. Yeah,
from behind the goal, there was.
Now, I prefer that time came, you put your ball on the spot.
Yeah.
And you belted it.
Do you know what?
You belted it.
We spoke to Aoife, didn't we, on the side of the pitch?
I'll play this shaky camera while you're talking.
Yeah,
So we spoke to Aoife on the side of the pitch, and she said, just hit it as hard as you can. And I thought, okay, I will hit it as hard as I can. And originally I was thinking, right, my thought was don't fall over. Obviously that was focus number one. But when we got to the spot, the ground seemed pretty okay, so I wasn't worried about that. And then, so I just thought I'll hit it as hard as I can. Every player that I spoke to said that Anne will guess the way you're going, so there's no point trying to deceive her. So I thought I'll try and go as near to the middle as possible, and I'll just try and hit it hard. And I think I achieved hitting it hard and going relatively near the middle. But
that bar still hasn't stopped vibrating from that. It was a solid strike, I must give you that. Absolutely well hit ball. Need to sack the cameraman. It was me, Robert, and I'm awfully sorry, but I could only get it off the front of my phone, and I was trying to.
So much confidence, don't you?
Paul Hipkiss, did he bet on himself missing? I wish I had done.
Quality, Paul, and it was a crossbar challenge, so you would have won if it was. Yeah. Dear me.
Mr. Fun himself. Here you go.
100 quid for charity.
And then, of course, Anne came in and rooted to the spot, and boom.
She took it with the wrong foot as well. She's right-footed, and she went left-footed, and she just rolled it into the corner. What can you do? Do you know what I mean?
But don't forget, this is actually filmed in reverse, so it looks like she's hitting it with her.
Oh yeah. No, but she did. She took it with her wrong foot. I don't think she had gloves on as well for my penalty.
Had to bring her back. Get her to spot the ball, mate, in the proper places. I'm having no cheating. That was, we weren't having none of that. Weren't having it.
I know.
And then Nick went wild. Says Ray.
You did go what? Unbelievably wild.
Andrew Boxer wants to know if you could hit the crossbar if you tried again.
I don't know.
Good sport and catching up.
Doyle says Robert Doyle says you need to dive if you're a goalie, Mr. Fun.
I am not a goalie. I am absolutely not a goalie.
Kev Kelly says it reminds me of Stockdale in goal. Harry Kane playing for Spurs tonight. I'd have kept him out for the World Cup. Ooh, that's a difficult one to call, to be honest with you.
It's not Spurs' decision though, and they need to secure top four still. They're not.
Still.
They haven't got that sorted yet, so.
No.
Yeah.
But all in all, what a brilliant day. Again, there's quite a good crowd, quite a sizable crowd there.
Yeah,
as well
just
yesterday.
under 1,000, I think it was announced. So
yeah,
brilliant.
And like I say again, the way we played, the way we performed, and everything, I can't give them enough credit. I put a stat out on Twitter with we've kept a clean sheet. We haven't conceded a league goal in nearly 3 months now. And of the last 10 games, we've kept 9 clean sheets out of our last 10 games in the league, which is absolutely incredible. You know, no team will want to play us at the moment with that sort of form.
A lot of people, including Dennis, wants to know what your training regime was for the penalty.
Absolutely none. My training regime was doing a few kick-ups next to you. That's all
I can't believe you could do that. I was very impressed, actually. I must admit, very impressed.
I got a big cheer from behind the goal as well when we were doing the keep ups with Aoife, and some nice control.
Greg's.
Yeah, absolutely zero training measure whatsoever.
But what I must say, catering absolutely wonderful. Double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Right, onions. Loads of red sauce on it.
Bovril.
I didn't get a bovril in the end.
Oh, we
didn't get a bovril in the end, no.
Gotta get the bovril.
But the burgers were proper, you know what I mean? The bread was proper.
Yeah.
Not like just this stuff you get just chucked at you.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
And sadly, got me burger, walked past and walked around the ground to come and see where you were, and then found a guy selling hot pork.
Oh,
missed
that's a blow.
Missed out on that one.
What a blow.
I know, I was gutted. Gutted. I'll have to do that next time.
Yeah.
Next one. When is the next ladies' game?
So we've got 3 games of the season left. Chelsea away a week Wednesday, and then we've got Everton away on the Sunday after that, and then we finish at St Andrews against Reading on the 20th of May. Sunday the 20th of May is our last game of the season, and it's at St Andrews. So
do you know what the cost is to get in for that one?
No, 6-8 quid again.
It's £8 on Saturday.
Yeah, I think it'll be the same again.
Yeah.
So you know, if people are the season will have long finished by then. So you know, if people want to get down and support us on the last game, that'd be brilliant at St Andrews.
Cracking. Yeah, I'll probably definitely be there. Update from Gregory Beasley on ticketing. There are 60 tickets left for Saturday. He says, but it's actually Sunday, mate. 1 in the GM upper, the rest in the main stand.
Yeah,
so 60,
and I bet those
60 restricted views there will be.
I reckon, yeah, there will be restricted views. Those Gilmerick ones,
stanchions,
yeah.
But you know, if you want to do it, do it. You know, you just have to keep moving left to right, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure
like
they'll all be stood up anyway.
A bit like you in goal.
No movement there, was there?
Interjection.
People are asking regarding the awful stewarding at QPR.
Yeah, I've got that on my list.
Have we got that on your list?
Yeah, I certainly
I wasn't
have.
sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but it needs to be
David
tackled.
Twine asked last week, has anybody ever produced a full English pie?
A full English pie?
That, wouldn't it?
That sounds absolutely revolting.
It does,
No,
doesn't
that
it, really?
sounds absolutely beautiful.
In a pie?
What are you having in this pie?
Bacon,
Yeah.
black pudding,
Well,
mushrooms.
stop.
No.
Just stop right there.
Bacon, black pudding, mushrooms.
Bacon, yeah.
Beans.
Beans in a pie?
Yeah.
What?
An egg.
I think you can
This
get
is
beef pies,
madness,
you know
this
what?
is.
I
Absolute
think
tomatoes.
it's a business opportunity, this is.
Yeah, tomatoes.
Utterly insane.
Sounds right to me.
Never heard anything
Pete
like
Taylor
it.
says, stop it, Dave, I'm starving. Let's talk about how we get the atmosphere rocking on Sunday. I don't think we'll need to
Don't
wait,
need.
to be perfectly honest with you.
We need a point to secure safety, and it'll be a full house. That's how we get the atmosphere rocking Sunday.
But I'll tell you what it will be like.
But it'll be nervous.
I'll tell you what it will be like. It will be like that Ipswich game. If we are winning or drawing in the last couple of minutes, right, the noise will be on par
It will,
to
yeah.
that Ipswich game. And that is what, 15 years ago? Longer, probably?
2001.
2001.
So 17 years ago? 17 years ago.
But listen, it'll be loud when they come out, but it'll be nervous. It'll be a nervy first few minutes. If we go 1-0 up, the noise will be incredible. If we go behind, then it'll start to you'll start to and every goal that goes in will impact on the noise. If Barnsley go 1-0 up at Derby, everybody will start panicking. If Preston and Derby are 2-0 up after 10 minutes, the place will be rocking. And you know, that's the difference.
I think even at 1-0 down,
Everybody else's results will impact on how our atmosphere is.
Yeah, I agree.
And that'll be the same all across the country.
But having said that, when we went 1-0 down against Sheffield, that keep right on after that was one of the best I'd heard for
It was fantastic,
donkeys,
and I'm sure it will be as well. You know, but every result, people will be looking at their phones and checking all the other results, and every other goal that goes in these big games will impact on the atmosphere at Blues.
Seems to say, I think this is probably the biggest Sunday that the Championship has ever seen.
It's up there, yeah.
I can't
It's
remember
up there
one.
when you've got
one like this.
when you've got 4 fixtures and every team in those 4 fixtures has got something to play for.
To win or to
they
lose.
They couldn't have planned it any better.
No. Andrew Whitehead says, if you want 3 words, Mr. Blue Sky. Beautiful tune, tune. I always put that on in the pub when I'm up in all the Derby and Stoke fans. Friday night when they're all rattled, they all start singing it, and I'm loving it, sitting behind the bar watching it. All going, yes, that's ours, and you're singing it for me. Oh dear. We never sing Come On You Blues. No, not like the olden days, goodness me. Got to sing our hearts out the whole way through. We certainly have. Will Nichols, I totally agree with you. Why didn't we play Keep Right On when the team comes out like Liverpool used to play You Never Walk Alone? It would be awesome. Absolutely agree with you, but for me it would have to be the slightly slower version.
Without the claps.
Without the claps. And to the end of the road, not till the end of the road.
Yeah.
When I hear that, it grates me.
And
Keep
it's not.
until the
It's
end of
not.
the road.
We're off to park the van.
No.
No.
And we're not off to Pakistan.
No.
No. It's often
And we're not
partisan.
off to Partisan either.
Often.
No.
Partisan.
We're often.
Yeah, Carl Field, good call, mate. Jeff Stelling will be going mental. I hope he has his heart before Sunday.
Yeah,
Great.
that'll be lively. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay, that takes us on to the Queen's Park Rangers game, the other side of it then. I wasn't there, so I can't comment, and neither were you.
No.
However, there were people that were there. And
I've seen the
apparently,
videos.
I've seen a couple of the videos, I haven't seen them all. Apparently the stewarding was a bit over the top, shall we say. Anybody
again,
was there
yet
that
again.
could give us an update on
2
that?
seasons in a row now.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
No.
They're there to do a job.
Exactly.
They're there to ensure your safety.
And ensure that we have the match day experience that we've paid for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And people, it's huge queues, huge lines of people waiting to get into the game at 3:15.
That's ridiculous.
You know,
Yeah.
what's going on?
It was
But
quite
can I say
dangerous
something,
as well.
though? Can I say something? Do not let that happen at St Andrews on Sunday. Get there early.
Yeah,
Get
but
in early. Get
But
it
even if
rocking
people,
early.
even if people want to stay in the pub until 2 to 3, if that's what they want to do, then that's what they
Should
can
be able
do.
to get in,
They
yeah.
should not be outside that ground waiting in a queue at 3:15. Yeah, that stadium, there's a very strong suggestion to say that stadium is not fit for purpose.
No.
If you can't get people in, how many Blues fans was there? There was in the
1,000
top tier. So you got
1,800.
1,700, 1,800.
Yeah,
If you can't get
1,800
1,800 fans in the ground by 3:15, that stadium and the people working for them are not fit for purpose.
I agree.
It's as simple as that.
I agree.
Even if people are staying in the pub until 5 to 3, 3:15 there were huge queues.
Steve Portman says 12 different stewards checked my tickets.
How absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous!
They were
Sam
saying- they
Marsh,
were saying
stewards
that-
were clowns, rude and aggressive.
Yeah. They were saying they were Blues fans were passing tickets back.
An absolute nonsense.
Adrian House says no guidance, lots of stewards clueless as how to crowd control.
Yeah. But it happened last year, didn't it? And there was,
We
there
were
was
talking
the
about
incident
it
where
last year.
people got crushed last year.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they were fearing for the safety. And
It's
it's
a horrible
happened
ground.
again.
It always has been a horrible
That's what I mean.
matchbox ground. It's terrible. Always has
It's a
been.
real throwback ground, but
Yeah.
actually, you can't. Throwback is great until you start having these issues, and then you start saying, "Okay, you've got to do something about this."
Sorry, Carl Clough, that is brilliant. No,
Can't see
you
it.
won't see it on there. He sent me a private message,
Oh, right.
but it's a picture of Checkendoi
Oh, of course it is brilliant.
with a picture of you next to it in a shirt from up the street. I will. I'll publish it to the Tilton Talk page straight after we
can't wait
finish
to
this.
see that.
I bet you can't.
Having a
bet you
serious
can't.
debate, and then there's a picture of me with Checkendoi in a Villa shirt.
Adrian says they had about 15 stewards searching fans, but it wasn't a case of one search. They searched people many times over in the alleyway.
Yeah, that's what I was reading as well.
Why?
It's absolutely. Yeah, yes, there was trouble last year, but to solve the fact that you're not going to have trouble this year, you've only given us the upper tier. You haven't given us the lower tier. So where's the issues? Why are you having to do all these checks? Why are you having to? What exactly do you think is going to happen?
So what we're saying is last year where they had the issues, right, there was
one issue.
5,000.
One issue.
No, issues outside by not getting
Okay,
people.
yeah.
5,000.
Yeah.
This time 1,800, and they still can't manage it.
And they can't get people in by 5:15.
Tin Pot, useless club.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Tin Pot, useless Queen's Park Rangers club. And I thought,
awful ground, awful stewarding.
There was a bit of an incident with a pie seller, wasn't there, or a stall being attacked.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Apparently, Blues fans tried to pinch the till unsuccessfully.
And if that did happen, I just hope that you're on CCTV and I hope you get your football ban that's due to you because there's no need to do that. No need at all to do that. It's just ridiculous.
And you're spoiling it for the however many thousands of fans that couldn't go because they didn't want another 3,000 fans there like last year.
Callum O'Hara on who rates all my pies. Pie was an 8 out of 10.
8?
Would like to know what you had though, Callum, to be honest with you.
Pictures, we want you on pictures for an 8.
Shane Kuzik says, going to travel all that way to try on the off chance a mate gets away with passing tickets back at QPR.
As if you would go all that way. I think what he's trying to say is, to pass a ticket back.
Wheelchair area lower block was being inundated with bottles and coins. Was that from our supporters, Steve, please? If you could let us know, or was that from Queen's Park Rangers supporters? Because, again, if it was from ours, disgusting.
No, I think from either disgusting.
But we're saying it from like a Blues point of view. And we left that back in the 70s. There's no place for it now.
Apparently we didn't.
No, apparently
unfortunately, there's still a few that want to remain in the 70s and spoil it for everybody else.
Right, okay, didn't have a pick, it was steak and gravy. Steak and gravy pie, okay. So
that's
who
okay.
rates all my pies this week? Callum O'Hara, thank you for that. Any more on that?
It's a shame the pie awards have finished, but there you go.
The what, sorry?
It's a shame the pie awards have finished, really, but...
well, we'll do it proper next year. Next season we'll do it from season 1.
Yeah.
And if we could say have, I don't know, 5 regular pie eaters that go to away games...
That's their job.
Yeah.
There you go.
We
pay them.
We got to do is who rates all my
voluntary job. That
voluntary. Yeah. No, I don't mind paying.
I don't think we can afford to give 5 people a free pie at every away.
No, you pay for your own pie. You pay for your own pie, but you get a slot on the show where you rate your pies.
You get the accreditation.
Full blog. Yeah, pie.
Steve Portman says it was from our supporters, from what we could tell. Well, if that's again is just totally and utterly unnecessary. And all I hope is that their CCTV is as good as ours.
Yeah.
Find these people, remove them. Don't let them go anymore. I'm not being harsh. I don't want a bottle on the side of my head.
I don't think it's harsh.
Mark Hansaker, Blues versus Accrington. That's not what we want. That's what we don't want. Players should look at that, to be frank. And Lynn Wickett says, what do you think everybody's idea on the team should shape up for Sunday? Stockdale in goal for a start.
Park the bus.
Yeah, park the bus.
3 in midfield. Djukovic up front on his own.
For the first 5 minutes.
Keep it as tight as you can for as long as you can.
Because they're going to
nothing like Wolves. Not the 6-2-1-1 that we had at Wolves. 4 at the back, 3 in midfield, 2 supporting the striker.
Just in case.
Yeah. But you want a threat, but you also, Fulham are so good on the ball. You want that midfield safety, that safety net. And I think Davis, Keefton, Bell, Gardner as your midfield 3. It worked last season when we had to beat Huddersfield at home. I think that was the midfield 3 then as well. But yeah, keep it as tight as you can for as long as you can. If you go full throttle against Fulham, there's every chance you're 3-0 down after 10 minutes, and then everybody else gets a lift from us being down.
Ian doesn't agree with you. He says, do not park the bus. It's suicide.
I don't know.
It's all about opinions, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think trying to go at Fulham would be suicide. And I think there's every chance they pick you off. You're 2-0 down after 10 minutes. Barnsley, Burton, Bolton all hear that you're 2-0 down after 10 minutes, and it gives them a massive lift.
Yeah. Okay. Most of you probably know, some of you may not, but the Tilton Talk Show has been nominated in the International, I've learned tonight.
Yes.
International.
It is international.
Football Awards for this kind of thing. And there were 32,000 in all categories at one stage, weren't there, Chris?
Voted, yeah. Voters.
Yeah, 32,000 in all categories. The Tilton Talk Show has made it into the top 10.
Yeah.
And there is an awards ceremony down in London in a couple of weeks' time, which myself, yourself and Mrs Brown will be going to.
17th.
And we'll hopefully be bringing back a trophy. That would be nice for Birmingham City to win something, wouldn't it?
That'd be good. That'd be
No,
good.
actually, we must also pay credit to the diversity guys.
Blues for All, yeah.
Yeah, Blues for All, for their award.
I think
as well.
BCFC followers are up for one of the other categories as well, aren't they?
Oh, BCFC followers are.
I'll need to
They're
look
in.
into
They're,
that
they're
because
in. Yeah. So
I've not voted for that one yet, though. So.
well, we couldn't. Apparently, you could only vote because I used up my votes voting for us,
Oh, right, I've
and
got
we
you.
couldn't vote for anybody else in the for some reason. I don't
Right.
know. So, which is a shame.
Yeah, because it's a different,
I know,
different kettle of fish, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
different.
it's all to do with
different
IP
category,
addresses,
isn't
I
it?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we could put up the link, Chris.
Yeah, we'll do.
We'll put the link up, and it's very, very simple to vote. All it takes is literally about 25 seconds.
25
something like
seconds,
that.
if that,
Nothing.
yeah.
It's just three clicks, I think, and you've done it.
Yeah.
And you've got to get the which category? The football podcast.
Football podcasts. Yeah.
Podcast.
I think it just says
Football
podcasts.
podcasts.
It just says podcast. Yeah.
And then out of there, select the Tilton Talk Show. You'll look up. We're up against some big hitters as in Liverpool, them from
Celtic,
Road,
West
Celtic,
Ham.
West Ham.
Some big uns.
Arsenal, I think, are in there.
Yeah. Aston Villa.
Yeah, I know.
But that is a
I
rubbish
know,
one.
but how
That is
good would
rubbish.
it be to bring that back and then just to let them know?
Be nice,
You
wouldn't it?
infiltrated our show. This is what we got for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so please vote. I believe
Okay, the link
once you've
is-
done it, you can do it again on Twitter, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once you've done it on Facebook, you can do it
There's
again on Twitter.
Yeah, you have to tweet a certain phrase out, don't you?
Yep.
But it's on the FBI Twitter account, and if you search for us as well, we've tweeted it as well.
So that's football blogging. Even though it says nominations now closed on there, please take
Take
no
no
notice of that
notice.
whatsoever. That's just off the old link, but it does take you through to where you can vote for the Tilton Talk Show.
So the link now should be pinned, and it should be clickable as well. There you go.
Okay, so as soon as the show's finished, please vote for your Tilton Talk Show because we would love. It's not cheating. Robert does. That's cheating.
What's cheating?
I don't know what he's on about, to be honest
Nah,
with you.
I think it's about voting twice. Nah, it's not cheating.
Yeah.
Everybody else is doing the same thing. So yeah.
Tom Tubbs says it's been much more positive since Monk took over. He's worked wonders in a short time, but still unsure why Ndoye is anywhere near the lineup. I think tactically he's just the beast, isn't he? And he's chucked in the middle to mess it up for the opposition. Tactically, we know.
I don't know. I don't know why he's in there, but what I do know is when you go away from home and you've got two in midfield and he's one of them, you are going to be overrun, and you're not going to have a lot of the ball at all.
No. Ian Lomas says if you do what Chris just said, you can vote 3 times. I don't know how you do that, Ian. So send me a message on private
Is that on
messenger.
the Twitter?
Yeah, I think it's to do with Twitter.
So you can vote on Twitter. You can put a phrase in, and you
Yeah.
can vote on
Ah,
Facebook.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes,
You
I've got you.
can
I've got
you
you.
can do it twice on Twitter.
How can you?
Pat
Yeah.
Lewis says it's not clickable for me.
Let me just try.
Okay,
Try.
we'll try and sort it out.
Yes, it's clicked for me. It's clicked for me.
Okay, Ray says I hope we don't play around too much with the defence, bringing Dean in and moving Colin about.
No, I would just be interested in
I can post again.
bringing Dean in.
Yeah.
Maybe for Roberts, because Dean and Morrison had a decent partnership in that 4-game run we went on. I think you look at their left hand side; they've got Sessegnon on the left hand side, who's rapid. So I think I'd be inclined in leaving Harding there for his pace. But whoever plays right hand side has got to help him out. So I think the only change I'd be inclined to make would be would be Dean back in.
Yeah.
Harley Dean back in for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we have
think
missed
so.
a little bit, haven't we?
I think. I mean, we didn't. Morrison and Roberts played well against Sheffield United, and maybe it's just a knee-jerk reaction to the QPR result. But I think I'm more comfortable with Dean in the back two. I think.
Okay. Ian Lomas, thanks for that. Nice one. The awards page. If you do the Iron voting tweet, that's 3 votes. Okay, there you go.
I've just managed to vote again.
So you can vote
Oh,
3
fantastic.
times.
I don't know that's happened.
Well, actually, I could probably do it off this because I'm on a different IP
It's
address.
a
on this
different
anyway.
IP, yeah. So maybe you can, yeah.
Because I don't ask you for your email address or anything. So
Yeah. Apparently, I've just tried clicking on my phone. It won't click, but on a PC, it will click. So if it won't click for you, just go to our page, Tilton Talk, and you'll find a link on there.
okay, thanks for that. Harding versus Sessignon, that scares me. Bring Colin back to right back, says Carl Thomas. It's going to be a battle, that one, isn't it? There's only
Sessignon
one
against
identity.
anyone will scare me because Sessignon's pace is electric. I think Harding's quicker than everybody else, though. So if it's a foot race, Harding's got the best chance of keeping up with him. If it's tactically, defending and making your position, getting your position right, maybe Colin would be better. But whoever plays right back, they've got to have support on from the midfield as well, especially with Sessignon on that side.
I see why and what you're saying about lock-up. I see why you are.
Purely because if it's 0-0 after 20 minutes, all the other results might be going for us.
Yeah.
And it changes changes the dynamic of the whole game. Then you're 2-0 down after 10 minutes. Everybody else gets a lift from you being behind. Whereas if you're keeping it tight and as tight as possible as you can against Fulham, I'm not saying don't have a shot on goal all game, but just be sensible. Don't go gung ho. Don't think that you need to be 2-0 up within 10 minutes. Because everybody else might be doing your job for you.
There is that. But do you want to go out and do a job for yourself?
Well, you do.
Of course you
But
would do.
well, what's our job? Our job is to get a point.
Yeah. But that was
We don't need to win the game. We don't need to go 3 up front and score and be 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes.
That was also our job on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, and but we played 2 up front. We had 2 in midfield, and we gave silly goals away. I don't want to give silly goals away. If Fulham are going to score, I want them to have to work for it. I want them to have to work hard for their goals if they're going to beat us. I don't know. I just think first 20 minutes, half an hour. If we can be 0-0 after half an hour, let's see what everybody else is doing around us.
Nerves. I don't like these things. Gary Monk to become Gary Aladoyson and Doy to becomes a box-to-box midfielder. Dylan Davis. Never mind.
Definitely not.
Yeah, massive game for Fulham. Also, the pressure isn't just on us. Well, they will be going. Will they be going gung ho? They certainly won't want to concede either. Could be a cagey affair. That's from Joshua Clifton.
And that's the thing. It could be. Fulham might go into it thinking, "Let's see what Cardiff do in the first 20 minutes. Let's not go 1-0 down. Let's keep it. Won't go full guns blazing at them. If we're 0-0 after 20 minutes, it's not a problem. We can still beat them.
Yeah.
They might be thinking the same as well. And by that time, Cardiff might be 2-0 up. And the dynamic of every game changes with every other result.
Yeah, Andrew Parks, it's amazing what Monk has done with the same players that Cottrell said any other manager would get the same results as him. Ron Cottrell, you were inept. Monk knows the game. Wayne Merricks, if we sit back and defend, we will get beat. And
Go on then. If we play 3 up front and try and win the game, we might get beat. Yeah, but actually, I don't want to be 3-0 down after 10 minutes and think, well, we've just give them every single goal because we haven't got enough cover defensively. That's what I don't want. I don't want to come away from it going, we've give them. If we end up going down and we've give them really soft goals, that's going to be a killer. Whereas actually, if we say we'll keep it tight for 20 minutes, half an hour, let's see what. Preston might be 3-0 up. Derby might be 3-0 up. Doesn't matter if Fulham beat us then.
That would be a big party at St Andrews, wouldn't it?
Well, exactly. But then you've got a little bit more freedom to play then. Gary Monk spoke about the fear against QPR, the fear that crept into the players. If we keep it tight and we're drawing and we know that everybody else is losing, that fear evaporates then.
Kevin Damon says, give their back four something to think about. It's Fulham, not Real Madrid. We didn't park the bus against Queen's Park Rangers.
We lost 3-1.
Yeah, but
we didn't park the bus and we lost 3-1.
Yeah, I see that point. I see that side of it as well. Yeah. Kevin
we didn't
Damon
park
says,
the bus against Sheffield United and we beat them. We didn't park the bus against QPR, but we lost 3-1 and we give silly goals away. The goal against Sheffield United was a silly goal to give away. They didn't rip us apart. I don't want to give silly goals away and end up going down because we've been poor on the ball. If Fulham are going to beat us, they've got to beat us.
Keep it tight, frustrate them. The longer it goes on, the better for us. Matthew Butlin. And are we keeping you up, Nick? No, it's all right, Adrian. I've just had a very, very hard weekend, mate. Smelly flag for Sunday, Graham Haynes. I was wondering how long it would be before that one came out.
I think it's coming out.
I think it will probably be out and ironed, ready.
Good luck to the tour.
That's a big iron.
Yeah, and as Tommy Murphy says, goal difference could be huge. Could still be huge. It could be. It could be.
I think the only way it will be is for Bolton.
Let's have a quick look.
Is the Bolton situation because there's 4 in it, isn't there, between us and Bolton? Barnsley, Barnsley are fine. There's 11 difference between us and Barnsley, and there's 10 difference between us and Burton. The only way goal difference comes into it is if Bolton win and we lose. Then goal difference plays a part to see whether Bolton go above us.
Ian Lomans has asked an interesting question. What's the harder game? 1, team going for automatic. 2, teams vying for 1 playoff place. Or teams playing Blues, Burton and Barnsley.
Reading have got the toughest game by a long shot. Cardiff away, knowing that Cardiff know that if they win, they are in the Premier League next season. Reading have got the toughest game by a long shot. Luckily for Reading, like I say, they somehow managed to beat Preston the other week. But I don't think our game is any more difficult than Barnsley and Burton's game.
No, I don't think.
I really don't. If anything, it's easier. Because we're at home. They've got to go away and beat teams that know that they've got to win to get into the playoffs at their place.
Yeah,
they've got to go there and win.
Alan Wilkes, who knew that Rowe would play such a part in Blues' future once again, yeah. And Dennis has asked if, and Doyle scores, will you do another bungee jump for charity?
No.
No.
The way he's phrased that question, no.
If Ndoye scores, will you do another bungee jump for charity?
No. Because we could end up losing 5-1. Go down, and then Ndoye scores, great big deal.
And I'll see what happens on the way down. Your £1,400 flutters out your pocket and goes all in the
You
water.
should have phrased it if he scores the winner. Just quickly going back to the awards, if you do manage to click on that link at the top, probably best on PC, there is a chance of winning 2 very good prizes, which are VIP tickets, so you'll be able to sit with us in the posh end.
Ooh, how nice.
There you go.
How
so
nice.
it's worth doing.
Robert Dawes says, no to the flag, I don't want to have to wash my hair after the game. Please, not the flag, I'll spend the rest of the day smelling like I've put on an eau de shed.
Eau de shed.
I do like that. Paul Ipkiss is saying, staying up is bigger this time than any other time because we finally have the right man for the job. If we go down, that's a mistake of employing Cottrell. It will cost us, and I can't believe he got the job. What a joke.
There's nothing you can do about that now, unfortunately.
No. Yeah, Steve.
If we do go down, it won't be Monk's fault. I think that's for certain.
Certain, yeah.
You know, the vast majority of the blame will be put on Steve Cottrell.
And as Robert Doyle says, the Reading game doesn't mean anything if we lose. That's correct, because they're above us, aren't they?
Well, yeah. But it does. Well, no. Reading losing doesn't impact whether we go down or not. But Reading losing impacts Fulham's attitude towards the game. It's what makes it so incredible the last day.
Yeah.
It's going to be, like I said, the people are going to... What's going on people's phones are probably going to have more of an impact on what's actually going on the pitch. And it will certainly impact what's going on the pitch.
Gary Barnfield has asked a question. Pitch invasion on Sunday. Can I answer that in one word?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No.
Hey, rebellious.
Well, I
say
certainly
yes.
won't. I'm in the Gilmere Cup. It'll take me half hour to get down to the pitch.
That'd be quite funny.
Some people are asking about the next charity event that we do. Will you do the next show in an Undoy mask if he scores?
It's almost like Challenge
will you
Annika.
go around
You
the
wouldn't
pitch?
remember
An
that.
Undoy mask.
Will you run around the pitch in a mankini?
I'm just. I go into Tesco's and I'm lost. There's just no space for beans because there's so
Masks.
many Endoy masks all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the place. Number one on Amazon, apparently.
Yeah,
You know.
biggest seller.
Yeah, biggest.
It's the number one toy at Christmas that all the kids want.
If Undoy scores, will Mr. Fun do a training session with the ladies next season for charity?
I'd love that. Yeah.
God.
Parachuting? Somebody
No.
else put parachuting? No.
What? Training session of parachuting.
Parachuting.
Stephen Gill agrees with me. No pitch invasion. Absolutely do
Nah, we
not
don't need
even
pitch invasion.
consider going on that pitch. We have
not our
been
1980s.
kind of out of trouble
Listen,
for a while.
if we're in the bottom of three, as the 90 minutes ticks by, and Michael Morrison scores a header
It's going to be hard.
in the 92nd minute, caddy style, to keep us up, you stop everybody getting... I'm sorry, Nick, but you stop people getting on that pitch.
If Undoy scores, will Mr. Fun eat 50 pies and make himself sick? Yeah, we could do that
What,
live on Facebook.
what,
That'd be really nice,
Who's
wouldn't
put
it?
that? Ban them. That's the most disturbing thing
Adrian
I've ever
Harris.
heard. What a disturbing suggestion.
Jez McDonough wants a Mr. Fun versus Undoy in a one-on-one match.
I love that. Hey, you saw my skills on
I
Sunday.
did. I was
I'd back
genuinely
myself.
impressed. Either that or you got an elastic band tied to that ball and tied to your shoe.
No.
Mr. Bungee can jump. Mr. Fun can bungee from the Gilmere Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
An Undoy tattoo for charity. Name your price.
Yeah. That 1,400 quid. Huh?
Yeah, listen, Kevin Kelly, good point.
That's
Club
spot on.
is still under FA
Yeah.
probation. A pitch invasion will
It
cause problems.
And we're
So
not
please do
in the
not
financial situation
do
where
it.
we want a big
No.
hefty fine from
And
the
we're not in a
FA.
situation where we want this
Point
probation
stock
period
as well.
to be
Could be
extended
point
either.
stock.
Yeah.
And or worse.
Yeah.
Because
They're not going to dock us points for running on the pitch.
no, but
They won't. They won't. Could you imagine the uproar that they decide to dock us 3 points because 100 fans ran on the pitch?
But we are under
when
probation.
When Accrington Stanley fans run on the pitch
they aren't
Is it
under
worth
on the
taking
last
that
day,
chance?
and
Birmingham
everybody
City.
was delighted for them because
Birmingham City are under probation.
yeah, but it shouldn't. It's just because we're under probation. It doesn't mean we could get dot points and other teams can't. There's no way on earth. I'm not condoning it, and I'm not saying everybody do it. I'm just saying a pitch invasion on the last day of the season, if we stay up, is not going to cause a points deduction.
No,
But
I'm just saying
it
don't
might
do
cause a fine, so don't do
Yeah.
it
Don't do it.
because we haven't got the money for it.
And people don't like us.
It's us, of course, our Docker says Maureen Minute. Who's going to cause the uproar? And Doy couldn't score in a... no, I won't go there.
In a lady's boudoir.
I think everybody knows which word is coming next. Anyway.
Okay, we're into the last 15 minutes, so it's anything to do football related with... what should we pick this week? Hospitals. I'll start you off with Sessa John.
Hey?
Huh?
Anything to do with footballers and hospitals?
Yeah.
Sessa John.
Yeah, Sessa John?
What's the John bit?
Surgeon.
Oh.
No, Sessa Surgeon.
Surgeon.
Nick, you've
got
had
15
too many
minutes of this.
paracetamol.
Competition time. Competition time.
Oh, crikey. Competition.
Let's pull out our best for the last week. Ooh. Drum roll.
That's a Prince song.
Kevin Drew.
Kevin Drew. Kevin Drew's our winner this week.
Kevin
Wonderful.
Drew.
Wonderful. Oh, check up and doy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He gets in every single week, doesn't he?
I hate this part of the
every
show.
single week. Mark Ward.
Absolutely hate this part of the show.
You don't like laughing at all, do you? You don't like laughing at all. Oh, dear me. Never mind the cup. Give Mr. Fun a tissue. So,
Thank you, Alan.
who was that again, Chris?
Kevin Drew is this week's
Kevin
winner.
Drew. There
Get
you
in
go.
touch
Well
with
done,
me.
Kevin Drew. Cheers, lads. So,
Message me.
get in touch with
Me.
Chris Brown.
bloke over here.
Darren Nurse. Darren Purse.
Oh,
very good.
Very
I
good.
like that.
Very good. Very good.
Chet Keita, will he come back? Would we want him back with all the issues that have gone over there? I don't know. Will he be able to come back? We don't know.
Not
So
yet.
there's a lot sort of still to be decided on that
I
one.
was talking to a friend about this, about Keita. You look at what Boga has got and what the type of player that he is. He'll be going back to Chelsea. If Keita comes back and has a future, he could be.
I think so.
He could be the position that Boga, the replacement for what Boga is.
X-ray parlour. Do like that one. Do like that one.
Mark Wood 10.
Oh dear. Scott, you're absolutely right with Birmingham City. It is sad that we're yet again talking about relegation on the last 10 seasons. Well, we're actually not talking about relegation, we're talking about survival. There's a big
Get it
difference,
right,
buddy.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Get it right.
Oh,
But could we
golly.
do this show if we were Ipswich?
What,
Yeah.
boring middle table every year?
Every single season.
Yeah,
Are we
nothing
going
to
to
talk
finish
about.
12th, 13th or 14th this
Yeah.
season? Currently 13th.
Yeah.
Barry Dye.
Every season.
Barry Dye. That's awful from Dennis.
Barry Dye.
Barry
Dye. Barry Dye.
What, Dye?
Dye.
As in
Because we're talking
Barry
about
Fry.
Bed Panu. Ilmeric.
That's a good one.
Mark Stretcher.
Ill? You don't go to hospital if you're ill.
Oh, dear me.
I think the Bed Pano's done that one. That's
golly.
this week's winner already, I think.
Ilmeric.
That's not. You can't have ill Merrick. You don't go to hospital if you're ill. If you've got a cold, you don't go to hospital. Not having that.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Fluey Donovan.
Fluey Donovan. Who goes to hospital with the flu?
Old people.
No.
Yes, they do.
It's not just old
Yes,
people.
it's, well, no, not just old people.
Yeah,
but
people do go with
mostly
flu,
old people.
Yeah.
Mostly around kind of Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 50% burns.
You just don't know how to laugh, do you? You ain't got a clue. Oh, dear me.
Brilliant.
We're going to get you a trainer, a laugh trainer next year. So that
John Coroney. John
Apparently I need to
Coroney.
go on some sort of course.
Jack McComa,
Do you know what? That's probably the best.
Deliad Ebola,
Yeah, I was waiting for that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Dan Byrne. Oh, no, dear me.
Oh, God. It's going to be difficult picking the winner this week. Some good ones there.
Yeah, God.
I quite like 50%
really difficult
burns.
one, yeah.
No all break. No.
Paul, I think Paul's won it for me. You're going to have to do well to beat Jack Magcoma.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Pretty
Oh, I
good.
thought the Pano one was good as well. That one was quite good.
Deliad Bunyan.
A bunion? Oh, I've got to need to go to the hospital. At least if you're in a coma, there's a fair chance that you are actually in hospital.
Yeah. No break.
No.
Yeah.
We're 6 days away from deciding whether we're going to be in the Championship or League One.
Disfigueroa.
That's just the way it is.
Dan
isn't it,
Scar,
with
good
Birmingham
one. I like that one. That one's very topical. Isaac Vaseline.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Isaac and Vaseline.
No, I can see. It's not the reading that's the problem.
Just for me at the minute.
Oh.
Some of these you've got to look twice. to
In
get
for long.
right. Oh, yeah, that's what I was trying to work out. In for long.
Colon Doyle.
It's a body part. What's going on?
It's still funny.
It counts.
Terry, what's that? Ibit-jeebies. Oh, golly, we've had Colon Doyle. We've had bedpanner.
We've had bedpanner.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh, indeed.
My sides hurt when I
Oh,
was
my
young,
gosh.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah. Alex Oxlade, Oxygen Chamberlain, cardiac arrest. I don't get who's that one.
I think we're struggling now.
Yeah. Right, okay. Predictions for Sunday.
Dreading this.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was going to come at the
Yeah.
end. And now is the time. We've got 6 minutes left. Predictions for Sunday.
2-1 Fulham.
That's fine as long as the other results go our way.
Yeah.
2-1 Fulham. Stephen car crash. What's has got 1-1? Gary's got 1-1. Oh, Van the paramedic. Oh dear me. Dave Twine, he's looking positive at a 1-0 ambulance burger. Come on.
I don't even understand it.
That was funny. Hospital grounds. I never thought we'd get...
Anyway, Stephen Gill, 3-1 Fulham.
Go on.
Couple of draws. Kyle, 3-1 Fulham. Another draw from Sam.
Joe, heart attack. You keep going on the scores, I'll keep going on the
Dave
funnies.
Curry, 3-1 Blues. Paul, 1-1. This is quite a bit of optimism.
There is
Right
right
there.
Yeah.
And then Mark McElroy with 3-1 Fulham.
Joshua Clifton's. Anthony Strokes. Gary Breaks Break.
Ian Lomas, predictions for Sunday for me to have a possible heart
Probably
attack.
right. He's probably
That's
right.
going to be a lot of people, I think.
Chris Burnt instead of Chris Brunt. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Siren Sturridge.
Okay.
4-0 Blues, Michael. I think you're a little bit too positive there.
that is,
And
isn't it?
even Alan Hours with 3-1. I think that's. I think it's going to be. I don't know. I just don't. I've not predicted any game since we went to Bolton. I'm not.
Yeah.
Not in my head. Not in my heart.
I think. Listen, and again, the result is going to be massively dependent on what everybody else is doing. You know, all the other games around us.
Yep.
It's going to be. It's going to depend. Everybody else is going to influence what we're doing.
Thomas Crucisack. Thomas Crucisack.
Have you done this one as well? Trevor Francis.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Anti-leg break. Matron.
Ah.
Oh, Stevie Cardiac.
Do you get the impression
Sebastian
that
Lesser.
they haven't got their
Peter
sort of
Crouch.
attention on this really important game
you know
that's
what I
coming
mean?
up this
For
Sunday?
6 games, in 6 days' time,
Yeah.
our fate will be sealed
Yeah.
one way or another. And somebody's putting Peter Crutch.
Oh my life. Johnny Poyles.
Again.
Yeah.
I've just got so many questions about this part of the show.
Robert Hopp next to kin.
It's killing me. I should leave the hospital in a minute. Oh, Alan Minute, who's to say that Fulham won't be nervous? I'm sure they will be, Alan. But
They will?
you know, I mean, in a big crowd, packed out St Andrews, very
Yeah.
very noisy.
Listen, again, and that's why I think the Barnsley and Burton game, I think they've got tougher games than we have, because at least we're at home.
What it says, all this about all the shenanigans here, and you bet £100 on us being relegated. Top answer of the day, Warren. Love that one. Lloyd Diarrhea, Kieran Diarrhea. Trevor Aylock's health problems.
Stop now.
I just don't know what to say.
I can't do it. Oh dear.
How can we dare be happy at a time like this?
It's only us that could do it like this, isn't it, really?
That's
You know,
the
this
best.
is how we do it. Birmingham City, I tell you what, you know, Blues fans have got the best sense of humour of all the people that I know in my life, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt.
We have to have a sense
Apart
of
from
humour.
when it comes to the last 15 minutes
Yeah.
of this show, apparently.
Should have started with the fun names. Never seen me so happy. It's not normally me that's unhappy. It's him over here. Jonathan groin injury.
Chris Puracy. Chris Puracy.
Yeah, very
Good one, very good one.
Oh dear me! It's just Diagon for Burton. Well,
Troy Dunkini.
God, you do keep me sick and die. Instead of sick and die. Oh well.
Oh, well.
Biggest game of our lives coming up on
And,
Sunday.
you know, nobody would have guessed, would they?
No.
Oh dear me. We'll laugh to the end. We'll laugh to the end with Birmingham City. We'll laugh to the end. You're absolutely right, Wazza. You're absolutely right. Christophe Doulali. We really need to get down.
I think he's
Stanford
wet
early on
himself.
Sunday, so to avoid the queues and make some noise. X-Ray Martin, we've got that. Oh gosh.
Next week. No show next week. Although
show next
Chris
Monday
may
night,
be
guys,
doing
'cause
a
I will do.
Chris is going to do a little
will put
special.
something on for you next
a
Monday.
little special.
Join me.
Oh, dear me. Paul,
None of this rubbish, though. If I'm doing it, none of this
Sick
rubbish.
as a horse field.
Serious? Are we going to do some serious?
Serious show next week.
Yeah, serious show next week.
Really?
Right, listen, guys, thanks ever so much for joining on the Tilton Talk Show. Don't forget to do the voting for us, please.
Please, please,
Blood
please.
clotted. Blood clotted.
Yeah.
They're still coming in, you see.
I've noticed.
And- Okay, let's get there. Let's get over the line on Sunday. Let's make St Andrews the place that we all love it to be. Nice and loud, nice and loud. Safety first, please, 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 please keep off the pitch. I don't know.
Up the Derby, up the Preston.
It is a
Up
shame
the
that it's come down
Forest.
to this, and it's come down to the last day, and we've got to rely pretty much on others as well as ourselves. That, you know, if we can get that draw or
Yeah.
that win, then hey ho, we're in the Championship next year. Failing that, well, we will be talking to people from Accrington Stanley, and we do not want to be doing that, do we?
I do
want
not.
to be doing that. Okay, we do it our way. We do it our way. We've got to have a bit of fun at the end anyway, haven't we, Chris?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Great show. I voted Steve Gill. Thanks ever
Cheers,
so much.
Steve. And thanks to everybody already who's voted already. 'cause
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant
It's
response.
been
Certainly to get us in the top
fantastic,
10 was
yeah.
a massive achievement.
Well, exactly,
Massive
yeah.
achievement.
Fantastic. Well,
People
winners
had to
already.
vote for that as well, so
Winners already.
massive thanks to everyone who's
Yeah.
voted. Yeah.
Let's just hope next time we meet,
We're a championship club.
the mood is light.
Yeah.
The future's bright. Keep right on to the end of the road. Sing up as loud and as proud as you can on Sunday. Make that place the place I've always loved and always love to go to. Keep right on. Take care. See you all Sunday. Let's do this. I'm nervous. Let's do this. Up the Blues. Go on. Thanks, Mrs. Brown, and thanks to you, Mr. Chris Pugh. Thanks ever so much to you guys out there. Ta-ra!
So come on, sing